What's up, everyone? It is Sean Evans here with Odd Shopper, bringing you another CSGO Underdog Fantasy video with my favorite plays for tomorrow, day 2 of the Blast Premier event. We get 3 solid matchups. We get OG versus FaZe, Team Liquid versus NiP, and Vitality versus G2. Recapping the plays from today, we obviously saw Rez go under the 39 kills as he only logged 27 kills total between the first 2 maps. Map 2 on Overpass, Evil Geniuses did not allow NiP to do anything, dominated them on there. Pretty big of a shock for us to witness that. Then moving on to the G2 series, Nico hit 20 headshots exactly. And then on the big side of things, even though they got dominated, Keto out-fragged Favin by 9 kills. Pretty rough start to the playoffs for Blast Premier event, but we are going to get on track on Friday, and I'm going to dive in to my favorite plays for you guys. But before I do that, make sure you do hit the like and subscribe button down below and turn your notifications on. That way you guys always get notified when we do drop new videos for you. So moving on to tomorrow's action, we are going to be starting with game 1 of the day, which is going to be OG versus FaZe. Obviously, FaZe did get runner-up in their group stage versus Heroic, who defeated them the second time around. And so this matchup here is going to be pretty good. I think we see FaZe get back on track. So that is why I want to target Twist with his headshots of 24.5 headshots and hit the over on that. Knowing that it is a pretty high number, Twist is probably one of the better headshot shooters in CSGO, as he does hold a 63% for the past 3 months in headshots. In the series so far, he has averaged about 12 to 14 headshots per map. Just one map did he hit below 10 headshots, and that was versus Heroics in the finals for their group play last week for Blast Premier. But other than that, Twist is always on mark when it comes to headshots. So at 24.5 headshots for Twist, while that number does look high when you see it at first, it's actually a pretty good number for Twist, as he does average 63% headshots overall for the past 3 months, and being one of the better headshot players in CSGO. I do like it. And also with FaZe, Twist has been stepping up pretty big time with Brokey. Ropes, obviously a great addition to their team, has kind of taken a step back. It's been more Brokey and Twist overall. So that is why I do like the 24.5 headshots over for him. And before we do get into the second pick of the day, do make sure, if you have yet to sign up on Underdog Fantasy, use promo code STOCKTASTIC8, that is the number 8 at the end, to get double your deposit when you first sign up. So make sure you do that, as we are bringing you guys videos daily, and I will be bringing more CSGO videos for Underdog Fantasy. Now, moving on to the second play of the slip, I am going to be skipping over the Team Liquid and NiP series. As we saw, NiP came out pretty flat versus Evil Geniuses, and so their totals they might be a little bit lower for what they did perform versus Evil Geniuses, but Liquid has added Yekendar to their roster, and that has actually made Elige and Liquid a much better team overall. And so I do want to skip over this, as I think if NiP comes out even with those low totals and they come out flat, Team Liquid is probably going to run over them, and Elige would probably be the best one to target at 39.5. OC is a little bit higher for his kills and even headshots. So I'm just going to avoid it altogether for this series and move on to the final one of the day, which is going to be Vitality versus G2. And while Vitality obviously is one of the best teams in CSGO with Zyru and adding Spinks, I'm actually going to run it back with G2 overall. The first play is actually going to be running it back with Nico and at his headshots once again. We know he does average or holds a 54% headshot rating for the past 3 months. And 21 headshots obviously is one higher than what he had for Thursday versus Big. But with Vitality, these maps do go the distance between the two. The series will most likely get dragged out to 3 total maps. But Nico, being the great headshot shooter and technical player that he is, 21 headshots in what should be a much more competitive series this time around, with facing off with Vitality. I want Nico at 21 headshots, hitting the over for him. I think it's going to be a very good series overall, the one that everyone should be watching. versus Vitality. So that is going to be the first play from this series that I do like. And then the second is going to be a little bit of a shocker. It's going to be m0NESY over 38 kills. With his interview that he did before the big series, he did say that HooXi is building a team strategy more around letting m0NESY play more freely throughout the map. With his op, he is going to be able to dominate people. He told, Big, like, Saracen is a great opper, but he is much better at the age of 16, and this is LAN, and it's something that he does strive on that we've seen so far since joining G2. 38 kills is pretty low for a guy that just put up over 40 kills versus Big and has hit that in the past 3 series that G2 has played. I could sound like a broken record by saying that Vitality is going to drag this out with G2. Once these sides get going and they catch momentum, they are going to be able to stack kills. And if m0NESY keeps getting the freedom to play how he wants from HooXi, this G2 team is going to be much more dangerous than what we saw last week, and they are going to be a lot better building around m0NESY, who is a much better player. Already at the age of 16, we have yet to see the ceiling that he can reach. And I think this event, this playoff weekend, is going to be one that we see it at for him. So 38 kills to me is low for m0NESY, who's getting the freedom from his in-game leader to play how he wants. 21 headshots for a guy who is probably the best technical CSGO player is pretty low once again. And then obviously Twist at 63% headshot percentage for the past 3 months is something I want to target. So those are going to be the 3 plays for tomorrow's Blast Premier Playoff Day 2 event. So do make sure, once again, you hit the like and subscribe button down below. Turn the notifications on. That's going to be it. Everybody have a great day. I'm out.